Hello world, Thunder King JB here, back at you with another scroll. Beloved, we have Johnny here, okay? And Johnny is looking out the window and remembering, well, I don't think he can remember it because he can't relate, but he's looking out at the window at a simpler time and a simpler life, right? If you look out the window, kids are playing outside, riding bikes, chilling. What do you see in his environment, right? Looks like, snacking, phone use, you know, got the headphones, and he's longing for a life that he never got to experience, right? But, beloved, also it can be us because we, for those of us who are old enough, right? My millennials or my fellow millennials, or if you're a Gen Xer, even if you're a boomer, whatever, you can find yourself longing for a time that doesn't exist anymore, right? Out to the street lights on, right? The event wasn't online or social media. The event was whatever happened that day. You feel me, right? The event was just randomness. I remember so many times, personally for me, like I didn't really go on vacations that much, just enough to say, I've been here, been there. But a lot of my best times were honestly just random moments with my friends that you couldn't write or plan. You know what I mean? Especially nowadays, right? Everything's so scripted and meant for clicks and views, but who remembers the times where it was literally one of those you had to be there moments, right? And even for my, if you're Gen Alpha, Gen Z, I'm not saying you don't have good times, right? I'm sure you had, bro, you had to be there to witness it, but when there wasn't pressure, like, am I gonna be recorded? Is this gonna be viewed? How is this gonna be perceived by strangers online? When really it was whoever was there to witness it, it stayed between you and them, and it lived in your memory forever. It lived in infamy. So, beloved, I say, times will never be that way again, but maybe God can guide us into how we can incorporate that into our personal lives today. You know, with your kids, if you have kids, you trying to bring that nostalgia back in their life, or you simplifying your current life. We may not be able to go back, but maybe there are things we can change in our personal lives that can bring some of that back. All right, I hope so. All right, beloved, please like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you with another scroll.